Welcome back to another class of Heron's formula in your mathematics. In the previous two videos, we had discussed why do we have to use Heron's formula, what is the necessity of going for another formula wherein we have the basic formula of finding the area of the triangle with half base into height, and we have also learned how do we apply that formula in any given problem. I guess by now you might have completed the exercise 12.1 by now. So try to solve all the problems, and if at all you have any doubts, please get back to me through your class teachers. So as I have already told you, there are three parts. The first thing is the introduction, the second thing is application of Heron's formula to find out the area of the triangles, and the third part is application of Heron's formula in finding the areas of quadrilaterals. So if you can recollect, in the previous year we were calculating the areas of different quadrilaterals in the chapter areas and perimeter and areas, the surface areas and volumes. We divided a particular any given field into multiple known fields, and then we have tried to calculate the entire area of this particular structure, right? So in a similar way, we will be calculating the area of the quadrilaterals, okay, based on the Heron's formula, using the Heron's formula by dividing any given structure into multiple areas of known shapes, okay, familiar shapes to say, because any given random shape need not be a perfect specific curved shape like a square or a rectangle. It can be a combination of multiple shapes, right? So now we will see how to apply Heron's formula and find out the areas of different things. Now there is no much of no derivations here or anything as of that matter, only solving the problems, and as I have already told you, you are supposed to read the problem sentence by sentence, and then you have to figure out what is it given and what is that you have to find out, right? And what are the logic or else the formulae you have to use in order to calculate the unknown values in the way of finding out the areas. Okay, since this chapter is all about calculating the areas, I am being specific here. So let's start with the exercise 12.2, the first problem. I am reading out the problem. A park in the shape of a quadrilateral ABCD has angle C is equal to 90 degrees, AB is equal to 9 meters, BC is equal to 12 meters, CD is equal to 5 meters, and AD is equal to 8 meters. How much area does it occupy? Now let's try to see what is it given. Exercise 12.2, first solution. We'll write given ABCD is a quadrilateral, right? So definitely not a known shape as it is. So here it is given that in which angle C is equal to 90 degrees, AB is equal to 9 meters, BC is equal to 12 meters, CD is equal to 5 meters, and AD is equal to 8 meters. Right? Now I try to draw the diagram. I am given angle C is equal to 90 degrees, so I will take these two line segments as my base, any one of them as my base. So I am taking BC. So how much is BC? It is 12 meters, and the angle at C is 90 degrees. So it is obviously a straight line, and let us take this point as D, and CD is 5 meters, and then AD is 9 meters. I'm taking this as AB, 9 meters, and AD is 8 meters. Right? So randomly this can be the figure. Now we are given measures of the all sides of the quadrilateral. But how do we know it? With these measures we can only find out the perimeter and not more than that, right? So in order to find out the area of this, I divide this quadrilateral into two parts, or to be specific, two triangles, right? Wherein the triangle BCD is a right angle triangle and triangle ABD is a triangle. Measures for now I guess so this should be different. It is a scalene triangle. So here why only I am supposed to take BD and why not AC? Isn't AC a diagonal? Yes it is, but if we split this particular angle, we will not be having any specific property in order to find out the measure of AC, right? But if I take BD, since angle C is 90 degrees, this tends to be a right angle triangle. So I can easily find out the length of BD using Pythagoras theorem. That is why we have taken BD, the diagonal is BD, okay? And now let's go with the measure. See here, to calculate the areas of these two triangles, I need the length of this, so we can find it out. Consider triangle BCD, right? Here BC square plus CD square is equal to BD square. So that implies BD square is equal to 12 square plus 5 square, which is 144 plus 25, and that will be 169. Therefore, the length of BD is square root of 169, which is 30 meters. Right? Now that we know the length of BD here, we can. Now let's try to write the total area is to be found out, right? So I will write it as, now this is part of the solution, that's all. Now area of quadrilateral ABCD is equal to area of triangle BCD. Let me call that as a part 1. Okay, area of triangle BCD plus area of triangle ABD. I am calling it as part 2. Okay, so now let's since we have the measures of all the sides of the two triangles, let's apply the Heron's formula here. Now area of triangle BCD is equal to, for this you will have to find out the value of S, right? Here we will be writing area of triangle is equal to square root of, everywhere in every problem you will be writing the formula, because you should not be forgetting it unless and until you write it multiple number of times, you will be tending to forget this. So always write the formula. Now based on this formula we will try to find out the areas of the two triangles. So S for the first triangle, I am taking the first part as BCD. So 12 plus 5 plus 13. By 2, which is 30 by 2 is 15 meters. Therefore area is equal to square root of 15 into 15 minus 12 is 3 into 15 minus 5 is 10 into 15 minus 13 is 2. Right? Now this is nothing but 5 into 3 into 3 into 5 into 2. I am just splitting these bigger numbers into their as the product of their factors. So now I have 5 square, 3 square and 2 square. So square root of 5 square into 3 square into 2 square is 5 into 3 into 2. That makes it 30 square meter or meter square is the area of the part 1. Right? So now I am just erasing this part of the board so that we will continue it. Right? Okay. So coming back, coming to the area of the triangle ABD. Area of 8 plus 13 by 2, which is equal to again 17 plus 13. 30 by 2 is 15 meters. And now area will be equal to square root of 15 minus 9 is 15 into 15 minus 9 is 6 into 15 minus 8 is 7 into 15 minus 3 is 2. Right? So now I will get this 5 into 3 into 3 into 2 into 7 into 2. Right? Now I have 3 square and 2 square and product of 5 and 7. So I'll get this as the square root of this entire thing is 6 square root of 6 root of 35 square meters. Okay. So now what is that we are supposed to find out? Is that only the areas of two triangles? No, we are supposed to find out the area of the entire quadrilateral, right? So we already have written that area of ABCD, quadrilateral ABCD is equal to area of triangle BCD plus area of triangle AB, right? So therefore area of ABCD is equal to 30 plus 6 root 35. This comes around 30 plus the 6 root 35. You can calculate the area square root of 35 by using long division method. Either way, the prime factorization will not work with this because it has only two different prime factors. So it is not a perfect square number. You can go with the long division method to find out the square root of 35. Right? So this value will come around 35.19. Right? Altogether, the area of this quadrilateral will be 65.2 square meters. Okay.